My name is Leslie Vertes. I'm 93 and a half years old. I came here to be part of the Human Library for the Jewish Library in Montreal because I feel the library is very important for the publics.
I'm Yolande Amzalag and I'm participating in the Human Library organized by the Jewish Public Library in Montreal.
My name is Donna Shefflin Bell. I'm here participating in the Human Library Project.
My name is Phil Gold, Dr. Phil Gold, I guess, at this point in time. And today I'm at the Jewish Public Library to be a book.
My name is Janie Respitz, and I am a book.
My name is Viviane Skinazi Silver, and I am a book.
My name is Maria Racina. I'm a librarian at the Jewish Public Library. Today we are running our Human Library. We have 20 human books that come and tell their story to readers that come and listen. So people come and they borrow this person and they can have a dialogue, have a one-on-one. Some stories are very, very sad and profound, so you need to take the time to listen. But after 20 minutes, you got to move on to your next story because it's a little bit like book speed dating.
Well, I'm Avi Feingold. I run this organization called the Jewish Learning Lab, and we are partnering with the Jewish Public Library and the Museum of Jewish Montreal to run this event that is called I Am a Human Library. So here was our opportunity to take people who had great stories, who might have made for a great documentary, and give them the opportunity to come face to face with the people that would be watching these documentaries, to sort of say, well, here's your opportunity to ask the questions that might be unique to you, that might be something that you want to know about, to take the story in its own unique direction, to get to say one-on-one, I want to hear this person's story and I want this person to tell me their story individually.
Well, the difference of sitting and listening to somebody tell their story as opposed to watching a film or reading about it is that I can answer absolutely any questions that they have. And you know, you read it in a book, you don't always know how positive or negative it is, but when you see somebody's facial expressions and mannerisms and you're sitting across from them and you're having an intimate conversation, I think you really get a much better feeling of the experiences themselves and how they've affected the individual. And you know, you can go off into all kinds of little tangents and tell interesting stories that you might be limited on paper or even in a documentary.
And I think it's rather important, particularly, I hope, that we will be seeing young people. Because in terms of the door to door, from generation to generation, the fact is that we've got to tell young people how we got here. What it was, for example, when I was at my grandmother's house, when I was a child, obviously going back and forth to her place, everything came by horse and buggy. So I think it's important to pass on, if it isn't wisdom, at least the information of how we got here and what we hope they'll be able to do to carry on the kinds of things that we hoped, and we hope now, that our children will do.
I decided that, you know what, I wanted to come and check out this event to see how talking to people about their various backgrounds within the Jewish community and how they sort of married my interests between literature and world histories. And so far, I've talked to 3 people, which has been really interesting. Most recently, I talked with Leslie Vertes, who I've met through volunteering at the Holocaust Museum, but I learned today that he also won the Queen's Medal for his activities in volunteering, and it's the highest civilian medal for volunteering in Canada.
Lots of good feedback so far. A lot of people have gotten to speak to their heroes. A lot of people have gotten to speak to people they never would have spoken to before, including people they've never heard the kinds of stories that they're hearing, or they never knew that they would be interested in them. There's stories of Yiddish culture, there's stories of escape from Egypt, there's stories of farming families in Joliet. So we've had a lot of interesting things.
They were all very interested, They took notes. There were some young people that, to me, the young people, that's the important thing. And it impacted them.
I feel so honored to be part of this wonderful new project, but also I've always been conscious of the concept of zachor, to honor memory. And I'm happy to have the memory, the occasion to speak about my parents. So this young man who interviewed me said, I knew some Jewish people from Egypt and Belgium. So I was interested to hear your story. That was one. Another one said, somebody gave me your book for a birthday gift, and I just wanted to hear you talk about it. And so it's really that personal, that one-on-one exchange.
What I feel is good about this model is that people can bring their own experience to your testimony and enrich it. For example, I met a woman who had been at a concert, at one of my father's concerts in Morocco. So this is an exchange. It's the opportunity to exchange.
I really would like to thank the Jewish Public Library, which is such a reflection, a beautiful reflection of our community, how they open their doors to so many activities and so on. But this seems to be a new concept, and I feel very grateful and very proud to be part of it. Thank you.
When the people from the library ask me if I can do it, I said right away yes, because I see so important of the library, and I just thank you all of them. And they do a fantastic good job. They open not only the door, they open their heart and mind to help people to find the right book, and they will read it, and they will enjoy it, and they will understand life. My opinion is the untold stories never happened.